What if I told you that the very first 300 seconds of your day, that's just 5 minutes, could completely change the course of your health?
In this explainer, we're diving deep into why those first few moments after you wake up are so incredibly critical, especially for seniors. Honestly, they might just be the most important part of your entire day. So let's get right to it. Here's the blunt truth. That dizziness you feel in the morning, that bone-deep exhaustion, it's not just getting older, it's the direct result of your morning habits, which are literally shocking your system, just as it's trying to come online. I want you to really think about this for a second. What do you actually do in those first 5 minutes? The alarm blares, and then what? Do you leap out of bed? Do you grab your phone? Because whatever happens next, well, that's exactly what we're here to talk about. Let's start with the hard part. We're stepping into what I call the morning danger zone. This is where we pull back the curtain on the hidden ways a normal morning routine might actually be setting you up for failure. You know, it really all boils down to one simple question. Are you shocking your system, or are you signaling it? Jumping out of bed immediately, chugging coffee, that's a shock. It's like throwing a bucket of ice water on your internal organs. The alternative? A gentle signal, a slow, respectful wake-up call that works with your body, not against it. Now, let's talk about something that most people have never ever heard of. While you sleep, your mouth becomes this, well, it's a breeding ground for something called an oral biofilm. You can literally see it. It's this toxic, gunky film of bacteria and acid that coats your entire tongue and teeth. It's not pleasant to think about, I know. Here is the absolute kicker. If the very first thing you do when you wake up is take a sip of water or coffee, you are swallowing that entire toxic film. You are washing it all down, flooding your gut and your bloodstream with inflammatory junk. And doing that day after day, that has been linked to everything from major digestive problems to even heart disease. Okay, enough of the scary stuff. That was your wake-up call, literally. Now for the good news. We're shifting gears completely into your physical reset. These are simple, no-nonsense steps to get your body stable and start your day safely. Remember, you don't need some grueling workout. You just need to send the right signals. So that very first choice you make, it matters more than you think.
Are you doing a jarring, aggressive crunch to sit up, which can make your blood pressure just plummet? Or are you doing a slow, gentle roll onto your side? One is a shock to the system. The other is a kind signal. And get this, the numbers on this are staggering. Studies have shown that simply lying still for 30 to 60 seconds after you wake up, just wiggling your fingers and toes before you get up, leads to a 41% reduction in morning lightheadedness and those dangerous blood pressure crashes. 41%! All right, let's deal with that nasty biofilm. Before you swallow anything, water, coffee, nothing, here's the flush. Just swish a spoonful of coconut oil around for 30 seconds. That's oil pulling. Then, and this is important, spit it into a tissue, not the sink, because it can clog your drain. Follow that up with a quick tongue scraper. Boom! You've just physically removed that toxic film before it ever had a chance to get into your system. That coffee you're craving, just put it on hold for a little bit. See, reaching for caffeine right away spikes your adrenaline at the exact time your body is naturally trying to manage its own cortisol rhythm. If you just wait 30 to 45 minutes, you let your body wake up on its own terms. Then the coffee supports your energy instead of hijacking it. Next up, let's talk about your joints. Before you do anything else, your body is begging for a little movement. These 5 gentle moves, some ankle rolls, knee circles, hip openers, shoulder shrugs, and neck tilts, they stimulate something called synovial fluid. Think of it as your body's own WD-40. It's the lubricant that protects your joints and gets you ready for the day without all those clicks and creaks. Now, this next step might feel a little different, but trust me, it is absolutely critical for preventing falls. You need to reset your brain's vestibular system. That's basically your internal compass, and you do it by standing barefoot on a firm surface for a few minutes. You see, your cozy slippers and socks actually block the signals your brain needs to feel balanced. And the payoff for this is huge. Research shows this simple little 5-minute act can lead to a 21% improvement in your balance and even your spatial memory. It's a powerful way to feel more steady on your feet before your day has even really begun. All right, the body is stabilized and ready to go. Now we move on to the final and maybe the most important piece of the puzzle, your neurological blueprint. These are super efficient, crystal clear steps to optimize your brain from the second you're up.
Before you even think about breakfast, your brain is starving for hydration. But not just plain water. It needs this exact formula. Warm water, which is gentler on your system, a pinch of sea salt for electrolytes, a squeeze of lemon for minerals, and a small bite of fruit for that clean, natural glucose your brain cells crave. Now here's an idea that might flip everything you think about mornings on its head. We're always told to have a calm, peaceful start to the day, but for seniors, the real danger isn't stress, it's understimulation. If you don't give your brain an active challenge early on, your cognitive speed can actually slow down for the rest of the day. So what does active stimulation look like? Well, it's not scrolling on your phone, that's for sure. It's doing a crossword puzzle, naming 5 old friends from memory, or, and this is the most powerful one, reading an article out loud. Reading aloud actually fires up your hippocampus and can boost your brain's processing speed by up to 32%. Okay, let's lock all this in by hitting the reset button on your internal clock. You do this by combining 2 things, natural blue light and specific breathing. Just go to a window or even step outside and do this 4-4-6 breath. You inhale for 4, hold for 4, and then, this is the key, exhale slowly for 6 seconds. The light wakes up your brain, and that long exhale calms your nervous system. It's a total reset for your cortisol and serotonin. We're at the final crucial step, and it's all about intention. See, when you first wake up, your brain is in what's called a theta wave state. It's highly suggestible. Think of it like wet cement. Whatever you imprint on it first tends to set hard and fast for the rest of the day. So the key here is don't just think it, say it. Speak one single purposeful sentence out loud. It could be, "Today is a good day," or "I am strong neurologically." This simple act of speaking fires up your prefrontal cortex, your brain's command center for focus, and it anchors your entire mindset for the day. So, as we've seen, your morning isn't just a routine, it's a signal you send to every cell in your brain and body. It can be a signal of shock and chaos, or it can be a signal of strength and intention. The only question left is, which signal are you going to choose tomorrow?